Welcome to my inn.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna show you two clips while I'm talking about what the idea is behind this. I personally always really liked puzzles in Hearthstone are also fun. So I decided to make this video. This is a little bit different than most though, because I wanted to only get real situations that you could encounter on ladder constructed when you were playing, and not just some random thought of situation that's pretty difficult to think of. The thing though is that it's can't always get proper situations to show, and some will probably be really easy and others might be a little bit more difficult. Also, they're not all lethal situations, just board control or board clear, or well, you'll see. This also means that there's not always one definite right answer, and I'm sure I will not always do the most correct call, because yes, I also make mistakes, unfortunately. Well, I'll be explaining the situations once you show them. You can pause the video if you want to think longer, and I'll just show you the results of what I did and how it turned out. So I hope you'll enjoy them. This one's pretty straightforward, and I think there's only one proper way to deal with this. So I'm gonna show you now what I did, which I think is the really only way to deal with it. If anyone sees anything better, then please let me know.
Eyes are open.
Now this situation is a bit tricky. It's obviously against the Miracle Rogue. Obviously you want to get rid of the 4/4 Gadget Zen. I first thought about just killing it with the Twilight Drake, but then I was considering other options. I'll show you now what I did. So the reason I'm gonna live tab is to give my Drake one more extra health, and then I'm gonna silence the 4/4 and attack his face to create more pressure on the board, because he has to trade his Gadget Zen with my Drake anyway, so why should I trade with his and just go for face? That was the logic behind it. You'll see what he does now, and well, you can judge for yourself if it was the correct play or not. So next play is gonna be exactly this game for me, my next turn. I have to think about it again for quite a while, and honestly I think I thought about it a bit too much, but I'll explain after I show you why it is the way it is. If you want to find out the best play for yourself, you should pause now, because I'm just gonna show you immediately what I did and explain it. So to figure this one out, it took me about 40-50 seconds to finally reach this point. And the reason it took so long is because I was so focused on board control and how to get rid of the 4/4 that I only lately discovered that I actually had lethal. So be wary of this, don't focus too much on one thing. Next game is against the Warlock, and the Doomguard on board is the first one he used. He also used one Soulfire, so he still has one left of both probably. And see if you can figure out the best play. I'll say this beforehand, I think I didn't make the best play in this case. I'll be showing you now what I did. So the reason I did what I did was because I'm on 3 life and I was very afraid of Soulfire and or Doomguard. Or even like a 4/2 charge unit, the commander. So I siphoned Soul the 5/7, but what I think probably would have been better is just to take the risk and to copy the 5/7 Doomguard, kill the 2/3 with the 5/7 Doomguard you copied, and kill the Doomguard with your 8/8. So you have more board presence. You'll see next turn what happens. I'm gonna show you straight what I did, so if you wanna think a bit yourself about the possibilities, you should pause it now. So first thing I thought about was using Leroy and mortal calling one of the Drakes, but that would leave me only with 3 mana and nothing too useful. So that didn't work. Then I was thinking about how to get my board control back, because I clearly need to kill at least one of them. And of course the 4-3 speaks for itself. Now the only way to do it is either with Leroy or with my giant. So I decided to go with the giant because I want to save Leroy for the combo finisher. But then if I would taunt it, it would just die to the 3-2. So that's useless. So I decided that I had to take a risk, and I played the mountain giant in hopes that he could not kill me next turn. Also, if I would have played the taunt, of course he should hit the taunt down instead of my face. But then I only have a 2-3 on board for the next turn, and he probably has at least 2 creatures out. Or 2 creatures out. So I'm behind again, and I can't keep up with that. So I decided to take the risk and actually set up for lethal. Next game will be the last situation for this video. It's actually a pretty straightforward one, but I just really sad about the possible decision I needed to make, and I didn't really want to do it. But you'll see the situation, and then I'll shortly explain why I did what I did. You can pause it now if you want. I'm gonna explain now what I did. So the most important thing about against these rush decks is that you clear board. But obviously you can clear board with Shadow Flame, but I didn't want to kill my 4-8 because I couldn't play anything else with it. So I was thinking of maybe taunting it, but if there's one thing that a Murloc deck can do, it's buff his own Murlocs. So in the end, it's pretty obvious choice what you should do here. Just attack the face with your 4-8. Attack his face, of course, and then Shadow Flame it, and he only has 2 cards in his hand, so, and you still have another Shadow Flame, so actually it looks pretty good for you. But yeah, it's still sad that you have to sack your Drake like that. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked and enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know, and well, you can like the video, subscribe to me, all that good stuff. And I will be making more of these, hopefully. At least I have one more in the 2 more maybe even planned, but as I said, I want to use real situations, and of course I don't always encounter real situations that are actually worth of putting into a video. So maybe even if you guys have some situations that you wanna show or want me to put into a video like this, then please let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Oh, I see what I can do. Well, thanks all for watching, hope you enjoyed it.